Well, good evening everybody, and welcome back to the SRCL, proudly presented by Simracing Centre. We're here for another round of the Season 2 Championship, round number 6 to be precise. Today it takes us to Spa-Francorchamps. My name's Tom Knight, and alongside me, the wonderful Tom Wilkinson, stepping in to welcome to Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. 7.004 kilometres, 4.352 miles. For our drivers to contend with over 19 different turns. And fun fact, Spa-Francorchamps holds the record for the highest elevation change on the F1 calendar at 102.2 metres.
And we had a McLaren having a bit of a spin in the background, and that has to be the provisional pole sitter LWFW, and a 44.3 must have been improving on that. Absolutely gave it a bootful coming out of the bus stop, but making a complete mess of it, the provisional pole sitter, and ending up facing the wrong way.
Yet not what they would have liked to see, of course. The smallest margin separating themselves and P2 on the grid at the moment. Eruption comes up to the line. He certainly has erupted his presence. 6/10. The gap now between themselves and LWFW, and Marcel Paps will take provisional pole position. I'm expecting the last runs to try and start to head out in the next few moments. Keep an eye and see what drivers are doing. And that's a weird spin for Paul Diver. It looks like he just logged the rears on his way into the bus stop chicane.
Maybe running some very aggressive brake bias, perhaps, because that was a bit of a bizarre one, and now having to get out of the way for the Silver Arrow that is approaching quickly, although it is just Eruption on an in-lap and dropping it again. Pool Diver, this looks slightly coordinated now. Synchronised spinning, maybe, if there's another Ferrari just around the corner. There you go, everybody. Who can get anywhere near the tie from the sparkling Silver Arrow car? Swifty into the wall, making a mess of the final chicane, ruining that lap. LWFW didn't look like a particularly clean run through the bus stop either. Is this going to be pole? It's an improvement for the McLaren, but still only second position. Buckley improves, but doesn't knock Swifty down from third. What can Latat do in the Aston Martin? Up from 18th into 14th position. We wait for Paul Diver, who is 8/10 up on their personal best. Will it be inside the top 10? Yes, just about.
There we go. Confirmation everybody has parked up. We'll have a brief little pause, and the lights do illuminate above our heads here in Spa-Francorchamps. And the lights go out, and we go racing at Spa, and it's a good pull away from Eruption. The Williams behind of Swifty, and Marcel popped immediately over to cover the inside line of LWFW, but we run in towards the source. Eruption from Swifty, from Berkey Diamgal, someone off into the gravel backwards. I think that's
LWFW. Yeah, that's a terrible start. We thought they were struggling to get off the line on the hard tyres. Got bullied out around the outside, similar to what Lando Norris did in the real-life race. We've got a Haas spinning at the top of Oruja Valley, and that could be a cataclysmic crash. Thankfully, nobody else caught up in that. It's Yanis dropping to the back of the pack, but it's Eruption still leading the way ahead of Swifty, and then DM Gallop into third.
Yeah, it was a move down the inside by Berkey in towards the chicane. He thought about it for about half a second, actually successfully getting the move on Diamgal in the end there. The Alpine wasting no time either, in towards the long right-hander. He thought about it again, but couldn't quite swing around the outside.
Jinking all over the circuit, desperate to get past that Aston Martin, as I think flipping it has been in the barrier, having a little chat with the Armco somewhere around there. Diamgal under huge pressure coming up towards Pouon. That Alpine looking all over the back of the Aston, running slightly wide, going to pick up a track limit warning for that is the Aston Martin of Diamgal. Aebcar not quite close enough to make a move down into 13.
Moves as well, plenty. Marcel past Latat, Websey up past Ben Formula as well. So both Red Bulls once again reunite. Diamgal's out. This surely will be a safety car. We've got a virtual safety car for the first time this afternoon. We'll run once again, and this time around significantly closer. But Latat is well and truly out of DRS range further back. The Aston Martin must have had a bad run through. I think Websey's going to try and follow the Williams through. Does indeed. And up to P6 for the Red Bull car. Just holding on is the V car though. And the distance there just coming through the Aston Martin, who seems to be dropping off this pack.
Getting a bit of a tyre offset, going for the overcut as Marcel is going to follow the Alpine into the box, leaving this trio to squabble out of the bus stop chicane. Brilliant exit coming like an Exocet missile up towards the back of Ben Formula. Are we going to go around the outside? Could be deja vu from lap number 1 if LWFW can just keep it on the road. They do keep it on the road, not Tony hawking it on the sausage curb, and that is an overtake that is critical to the race expectations for that Papaya McLaren car.
Yep, fantastic move in the end. Now allows them to try and chase down Websey in towards the Lecombe chicane. We're approaching half race distance. We're in amongst it now. As Ayub Khan, who was in P2 at one point in time, finds himself out at P10. The McLaren to the inside line, late on the brakes as well. And LWFW, fantastic move there to get up to P2.
from last back up into second in the space of just 11 laps. Excellent recovery, but Websy not satisfied with losing that position. Bit of a dart to the inside, trying to maybe spook McLaren into a mistake.
No, he's in behind at least two of them, but I think he's going to pip out Ben Formula here. He has indeed. But how much heat is going to be in those tyres as they head up at Rouge and Radion? Do they have the grip to try and challenge down Websy now in towards Le Combe?
On the move, in the groove, straight out of the pits. Websy could be vulnerable here. Same with the McLaren of LWFW. We're going straight into the lead. We do have a 3-wide moment down the Kemmel Straight, round the outside. A bit of a lock-up, but that is picture book stuff, textbook stuff around the outside. Absolutely perfect from the three of them. Synchronised racing, beautifully executed by all three of them. And that is a lovely move. And Eruption reclaims the lead of the race. Christian Horner's going to be on the phone. Get out of the way as Bella Fox is going to close up to the back of Websy very, very quickly indeed. Bella Fox could potentially get past Berkey if the DRS is that powerful. Websy not moving out of the way for their teammates, so we're going to see some Red Bull civil war down into the Les Combe chicane. Bella Fox is going to be cursing the existence of their teammate. Websy holding up their teammate to an absolute treat.
They are indeed, but this is now alongside in towards the tight right-hander. Late on the brakes is Bella Fox shoving their way through past Websy. Websy wasn't going to give that room. It was the Red Bull teammate that had to slam their way down the inside. And Bella Fox now being released somewhat to try and chase down Berkey in P2. But Websy, I think, will be licking his wounds, both physically and metaphorically.
No invitation needed. Bella Fox absolutely defenceless there. The other Williams on the move as well. LWFW getting past. Paul Diver looking for a move around the outside. Tried to go up the inside. Had to dummy over to the left-hand side. Can they hang it around the outside? No, going to run out of road. But nice bit of respectful racing there from Marcel. Leaving the space for the Ferrari, who wasn't quite far enough alongside. Bit of contact there coming out of turn number 9 though. And that leaves Paul Diver staying behind that Williams. Oh, I thought we were going to get a move there through a Rouge and Radion from Ben Fuller saying, get on with it, Bull Dive, almost pushing them through that beautiful sequence of corners, and now drag racing up down the Kemmel Straight. Looks like Bull Diver's got pretty decent straight line speed, jinking over, and now on the grass, this is absolute carnage going on down the Kemmel Straight. It's a straight line into the back of the Williams, almost goes Websy as well. That was maybe a bit of miscommunication going on between Ben Fuller and Bull Diver.
That Williams was the wall of the source, and it's a beautiful run out of the first corner up towards Eau Rouge. Are they going to go side by side? Surely not. It's two abreast as we climb the hill. Williams around the outside. Can he keep it on the track? An audacious move around the outside, and Swifty's up to P2.
Millimetrically perfect, but another bite of the cherry, potentially DRS for the Williams, but Berkey with the slipstream, potentially the straight line speed advantage. Who's going to be bravest under brakes? Both of them locking up down into the Les Combe chicane, and there's contact. Not a lot of space left from Berkey there. Swifty coming across, but here comes Bella Fox to try and ghost through the ailing Williams car. I don't think Swifty will be particularly enamoured by what happened there. But it is Eruption coming up to the bus stop chicane. Hasn't quite been perfect, but it is going to be the race win.
Yeah, there's damage on that Mercedes as well. Front right end plate missing. I wonder if that is from their spin, but they will come through the bus stop chicane. And Marcel Pat will win the Belgium Grand Prix here in SRCL. And the battle for second and third still well and truly on. Swifty will come across the line on track to get it, but penalties will hand it back to the Scuderia Ferrari, who will finish in P2. Bella Fox will finish P4 on track, but I think that's going to be stolen away. Ayub Khan, LWFW finished third and fourth. Swifty, Bella Fox both relegated to 5th and 6th.
LWFW, massive hats off, was almost last coming out of turn 1, got a bit of a shove, a shoulder barge into the gravel on lap 1 coming out of La Source, only finishes 3.6 seconds off second place in the race. That is outstanding.
But amazing stuff, all things considered. We get a little bit of a drift there from the Alpine of Mel 3W33 DSMA. Yanis will come across the line, and their teammate, the Deceived, will come home at P14 after Yanis jumps the Alpine through the final couple of corners. Of course, penalties coming the way of that Alpine. And here we go, final car across the line, and that will round out your race for this afternoon. Kick Sauber will be heading back to their base with their tail between their legs as both drivers retire from the Grand Prix. Aston Martin will be another constructor not necessarily happy with the way this has gone, but it's been an almighty race out for the Mercedes team. Marcel Pat winning it by over 13 seconds at the end there, albeit almost throwing it away.